Hi guys, and welcome back again to another episode of Words with Al. I thought I'd bring a hat in this episode so that I could bring some extra entertainment. But I don't know how long I will keep it on because it is already getting quite hot. But yeah, so let's go on in the next with the next route, okay? Before I do that though, like in the previous video, I was shouting so much and kind of speaking so directly to you in terms of these findings, and so I'm going to damper it a little bit. I don't want to scare you off, and I don't want to sound like a dad who is correcting you, right? So no. So I will be a bit gentler this time. Try my best to be a bit gentler, and I don't need to try. But yeah, I don't need to try. I am very gentle, truly. It's just that there is so much erroneous knowledge out there that is upsetting me. And this erroneous knowledge is kind of what I'm angry about. Not you, not my listeners. I'm not angry with you. Okay. So, and yes, another thing is that I will do now this work root for root, okay? So one word at a time. We won't be doing so many roots. We will just do one per video, because otherwise this will just become very messy. There's so much knowledge in just one root because we will see a trajectory. So one root will develop to mean very many things. But it began with one idea in the beginning, and a lot of these words that would later come belong categorically in that domain. So that they're not really different in that way, but they're different now. They're more specific. And they might mean something else that is tied to this domain. Yes. Okay. So without further ado, let's begin. The in-root hypothesis revisited. Evidence for a global proto-phonetic anchor of light, elevation, and presence. This paper revisits and extends the in-root hypothesis, which proposes that the minimal phonetic form il and close reflexes such as ul, li, and ul functions as a pre-divergent proto-phonetic anchor encoding a tightly constrained experiential domain centered on light, elevation, visibility, totality, and presence. Rather than assuming genetic unity or engaging in classical proto-language reconstruction, the study adopts a distributional, exclusionary, and directional methodology. So this means that, well, we're not looking at genetics. For you who are new, where this is not about genetics. This is simply about linguistics and a specific word or sound that will become different words in different language family groups, but that it originally wasn't that. It originally was just one idea that was very broad and general, and then later that will be specified as time went in various groups who developed that specific word. Yes, that specific sound. Sorry. Yes. I need to be on my toes here so that I don't say anything wrong. Yes, but we'll also see that it is a directional. Okay, just like I said. So by expanding the cross-linguistic dataset to include additional languages from Eurasia, Africa, Oceania, Oceania, and I'm saying that in Norwegian, and the Americas, including isolates and low-contact families, this paper demonstrates that ill forms recur globally with remarkable semantic consistency. Where semantic extension occurs, it proceeds unidirectionally from perceptual and spatial meaning toward abstract presence, order, or divinity. The findings are difficult to reconcile with chance resemblance, borrowing, or late-stage symbolism alone, and instead support the inference that ill represents a component of a small pre-divergent proto-lexicon grounded in universal human perception. Okay, let me just break this down for you. Where semantics, so this is going one way. What we're seeing is that this ill sound is going one direction. Okay, it is not going the opposite direction. meaning that it is showing us a developmental trajectory. And this developmental trajectory is what is allowing us to trace back this development. And furthermore, these are difficult. These findings, my findings now are difficult to reconcile, to define as to define as resemblance, borrowing, or late-stage symbolism alone. So they're not borrowings. They're not chance. Nothing here is random, and they're not late-stage symbolism. Yes. So this means that we we definitely, because I will show you so much more that will further consolidate everything that I've said so far, that this pre-divergent proto-lexicon existed. Meaning, mankind, all of mankind, all of mankind shared a common ancestor once far back in time. But now we don't know that. We don't know that because we think that we are all so special and unique. And sure, we are special and unique, all of us. And we have developed differently, so we are unique. But that was not the case once upon a time. And this will now be proved to you. So I am leaving the introduction and the rest of the papers for those with academic background and those who have the ability to read them. Okay, I won't read it in my videos because I want to reach as many people as possible. And everybody does not have an academic background. Everybody does not have a linguistic background. Me neither. I don't either have a linguistic background, but I have an academic background. So I can at least understand what I'm doing. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people are simply manual workers. They're bakers, they're farmers, they are moms, they are people who are not reading heavy jargon daily, okay? And those are the people I want to reach. I want to reach everyone. So both the academics, but also the ones who can't read all of this, who will get lost. So to not lose you, to not lose anyone, I will go straight to the findings, because the findings will reveal something that we can all see and recognize straight away, so that it won't be any any question or doubt. Yes, let's go to the big table. Let's go. So, okay, I just have to stretch a little bit because I've been working so many hours and my body needs a bit of stretching. So you will see some stretches here and there. And now enough with this one too. So because this is getting too hot for me, so you will have to get the natural out. So yeah, and it's getting too cold as well. So, okay. So we will begin with the Akkadian group. And remember that we don't know whether this is what it really meant in the beginning, before the Akkadian civilization emerged, where this word would now later come to mean God being. Yeah. Okay. But here we begin. Ilu, God being. Ugaritic, Il, God. Hebrew, El, God, strength. Tamazi, Il, above. Oromo, Illa, above. Albanian, Ul, star. Greek, Ilion, holy city. Greek, Helios, sun. Greek, Selen, El, moon. What we're seeing here is this is where a divergence, right? These are becoming diverging. These are now becoming more specific. This root is being used to create new words, to specify their language and develop their language further so that they could map the reality according to how they saw it. Yes. Yes. Okay. Il, many, vast. But this is also il will also okay, we'll get there. Il many vast is very close to all. Als, el, al, il, all, many, vast. Okay, and then we have the Old Norse, iler, strong, intense, which is very close to this one, strength, the Hebrew. Yes. So what we're going to see here is that this begins. I'm just going to explain it first, and then we will see how it further developed in some languages, where it means now something else or something close to it, but not entirely what it used to mean. But in the beginning, this meant all or life or light. So, or divine, like up, celestial. Stella, L. And this is in fact the root here, or the general idea, the domain here is that this was all, but this would also come to mean life and being. Okay, because we were part of all, we were part of the stars, because we saw the stars all the time, and we saw that we are also life. The light of the stars come in, manifested in form. Yes, we're not only made of stardust, but we initially are stars. We're living stars, all of us. We're living stars. Okay. So yes, let's go on. Yes, so I said those. Als, all of these are now the same. And then here we have another one in the Lithuanian, ilgas, long. This is now a divergence, but still long and vast, something big, something very big, right? But now this is has diverged. That's what we see. Ila, divine earth, but then again, it is divine. Total presence in Sanskrit, that is. Here, my findings. So this is now. Remember that I'm doing this work, and it's so much that I have to. I'm improving it all the time. So this is now my third paper, not my third. Sorry, my second. And now I have to improve it again, because I have to remove these two. This one, GOT. And Ariana have to go, because they do not have the L sound here. The L sound is not here. So we need to remove them. Yes. And then we go on to finish. Ila, above. Estonian, Ula, upper. Mari, Ul, above. And then Proto-Turkic, il, land, people. Old Turkic, state, realm. Il again, province. So here we see in the Turkic group, this has now a divergence. Now this means both land and people, totality, state and realm, and province. So something big and all-encompassing, something that it is taking us all. It is taking us all. Okay. Okay. And then we have now the Tibeto-Burman, Proto-Tibetan, Li, for high, above, and Burmese, Li, upper. Now we're seeing that this has swapped. It began with Il, Li. So it began as Il, and then it became Li, as it went east. Yes. And we will see that. Burmese, upper, Li, Jingfo, Li, sky, upper, high, above, sky. All of them pertain now to the same idea, guys. Same idea. Elevation. Tibeto-Burman Lolo, Li, bright. Yes, what is bright? Suns, stars. Suns and stars are bright. Yeah. And then we'll go on to the Chinese, the Mandarin ones. This is probably the, well, there are both of them. Both of them are Mandarin. So Li, bright, and Li, order. Okay, but there's more. There's also Lilian, which means strength, and there's more there that I have to work on and add to the next table. So this table will just go on and continue and improve so that we can see the entire development of simply this root and what it began meaning to different groups. Yes. Okay. And now we go on to Proto-Austronesian, Ila, shine. What is shining? The sun. The sun, light, stars. Stars, sun are shining. Ila. Tagalog, Ila, light. Samoan, Ila, shine. Fijan, Sila, sparkle. Again, Il is in here. And then Malagasy, Ili, bright, visible. Quechua, Illa, sacred light. That is beautiful. Aymara, Illa, radiance. Quiche, Il, see. Now it means see, because what is our vision? Our vision is light. We are seeing. I am looking at the camera right now, and from my eyes, light is coming out so that I can see. But I can also see because of the light that is out here. Because if the sun wasn't here, then I wouldn't be able to see, and none of us would be able to see. It's very simple, right? Very, very, very simple. It's so ridiculously simple that it seems unbelievable. It just seems unbelievable, but it really isn't. It's just that we haven't seen it like this before. That's all. Okay. So yeah, let's go on. Yucatec, Maya, Il. Visible, clear. Yes, again, here we have all visibility, light, sparkle, shine, light, visible, clear. Nauhatl, Il, Huicatl, sky. We find Il. Yes. There's another word as well, Illapa, which means lightning god. So even lightning is now lightning. Okay. And then Basque, Il, darkness. Here it is something else, but it is still within the domain of light. So, but over there, apparently Il means darkness, so the opposite of light itself. Yes. And then we have the Ainu, Ir, light, fire. So this one, Il, is here. And lost. Burushaski, another isolate, Il, sky, above, elevation. So my young brothers and sisters, my older brothers and sisters, whomever you may be, we have traveled and conquered all of Earth and developed to these beautiful different men and women that we are, and it has taken us a very, very long time to finally circle it all back to the beginning, where we now are discovering our roots, our oldest roots. No text can precede this. Yes. So, what implications for language origin? The ill root hypothesis does not posit a fully formed proto-language. Instead, it supports a model in which early human communication relied on small inventory of perceptually grounded phonetic anchors. These anchors were subsequently elaborated, reanalyzed, and conventionalized as linguistic systems diversified. Yes. Yes. And we go on. I'm just going to read the conclusion. By extending the cross-linguistic evidence for the ill root under strict phonetic and semantic constraints, this study strengthens the case for a pre-divergent proto-phonetic anchor encoding light, elevation, and presence. The global distribution semantic coherence, and directional stability of ill forms are most parsimoniously explained by inheritance from a shared early stage of human communication. Yes. While the existence of a fully articulated proto-language remains unproven, the finding supports the inference that early humans shared a small proto-lexicon of perceptually grounded sound meanings associations that preceded linguistic divergence. Yes, 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 yes. So what we can see here now is that this development is super, super, super old. That we are very old, that we have traveled everywhere. And I'm sure our scientists have now categorized us in so many ways, and all these names that we now identify with, these sounds that we made, these names. All of us have names now, which really aren't names, they're just sounds that we identify ourselves with and others so that we can speak to them naturally. But it remains just sound. And we are still those same men and women. We may look different, we may eat different things, we may behave differently, but we are still men and women of earth, of all, of light, of ul, of sun, of star, yes, of nature, because everything else in nature also is light. It's dependent on light. It's dependent on the same thing that we are. Yes. So that was it. That was it for this route. Thank you very, very much for listening, for joining me. We are going to continue and go on and on and on and unravel our whole development so that there can be no argument whatsoever. Just more to discover naturally and more refinements to do so that this becomes so clean and available for anyone who wishes to see. Because I'm not going to make this complex. I don't want it to be complex. I want it to be simple as possible, so that we can all get it. all. Yes. So, so again, thank you for listening. Have a good day or evening wherever you are. Cheers and bye.